In chemistry, there is a table with a lot of chemical symbols that represent the chemical element's name. For example, capital O is for oxygen, so the chemical symbol O, capital O, is for the element's name of oxygen. You understand how it works now? There's one that has a capital W, a chemical symbol, capital W, but that's a tricky one because capital W is a chemical symbol for the element's name of tungsten, which starts with a capital T, because capital W is a foreign word that came from a foreign country, the chemical symbol. But tungsten begins with a T, so you have to be careful. So you have to be careful of so many symbols. We know that capital O stands for oxygen, and oxygen is a chemical element that begins with a capital O. We know that, right? So we think it's going to begin with O, but it's not. But that's oxygen. Tungsten begins with capital W. You have to be careful, okay? All right. But how can we remember that capital W stands for tungsten? Well, we could use the Wonder Woman. See Wonder Woman? WONDER, WOMAN. Now we have to rewrite Wonder Woman as you will see it in the periodic table of elements. So we have to rewrite it: capital W, capital O, capital N, and a small d, capital E, and a small r, capital W, capital O, capital M, and a small n. You notice that we took the A out of woman because you don't need the A. You still get the mun sound, woman, the one side. We did the same thing with Batman. Remember that? We took the N out of man in Batman, and we retained the capital M and the N. We did the same thing here. We took the A out of man and Wonder Woman. So we got capital MN for manganese. Now, let's see. This is how it looks now. Capital W, capital O, capital N, small d. Capital E, small r. Capital W, capital O, capital M, small n. Now we have it. So here we go. Wonder Woman. Capital W for tungsten. Capital TUNGSTEN. Tungsten. Capital O for oxygen. Capital OXYGEN. Capital Capital N and a small d is for neodymium. Capital NEODYMIUM. Capital E and a small r is for erbium. Capital E, small r, BIUM. Now we go to woman. Capital W is for tungsten. Capital TUNGSTEN. We got capital O for oxygen. Capital O, XYGEN. And then we got capital M and a small n for manganese. Capital MANGANESE. Manganese. So we took the A. See right here? We took the A away from Wonder Woman so we can retain it, so we can have the capital M and the N. That's the only way we can make this work. Okay? So, Wonder Woman. If you want to remember a W for tungsten, now we can make a sentence. Wonder Woman has a shield made of neodymium. Okay? No, made of tungsten. How about tungsten? Because the Wonder Woman starts with a capital W, right? So not neodymium, I say tungsten. So Wonder Woman has a shield made of tungsten. Now we know the W, okay? So think of a shield. Think of Wonder Woman. And on her shield, she has a capital W. So we got a shield, a round shield. So Wonder Woman has a shield with a capital W on it, with little stars. That's how she has it, probably. Okay? And you put down a sentence. Wonder Woman has a shield made of tungsten. So W is for tungsten. And Wonder Woman is a good example. So think of Wonder Woman in your head. The way she's dressed with a uniform or a costume with a big shield with a capital W on the shield. And then the shield is made of tungsten. That's the material. So, so Wonder Woman has a shield made of tungsten. Capital Tungsten. And there you go. You can remember that the capital W is for tungsten. Okay? And the word for that would be Wonder Woman. The only thing is you got to make sure you know how to use the chemical symbols. You know, the capitals and everything. Remember I told you that if the chemical symbol is made from one letter, has one letter, the chemical symbol, it gets a capital letter, like tungsten has W, so that's capital W. Oxygen has one chemical symbol, that's capital O. But when you have two chemical symbols, we have a chemical symbol with two letters, like neodymium. The first letter gets a capital, like the capital N, and the next letter is a small letter, like a small d. Here we got erbium, capital E and a small r. See how it works? Okay? That's how it works out in a periodic table of elements. Now, remember this. Picture Wonder Woman. Her uniform or costume. She's holding a shield, and the shield has a capital W. And the capital W is a chemical symbol for tungsten. Okay? And now you know the W stands for tungsten. Just picture that in your head. Okay, for tungsten. Okay, Wonder Woman holding the shield, and you have it. Okay, so Wonder Woman has a shield made of tungsten. All right? And there you go. That's the only way I can think about it, if you can remember that. Okay, and then you got the capital W is for tungsten. But you have to know how to write the chemical symbols in the word Wonder Woman. Remember, you have to take away the A. Okay, so you have a capital M and a small n for manganese. All right? So how many chemical symbols do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chemical symbols that come from the periodic table of elements. You got 7 chemical symbols that you can remember. It's not something right away. You got 7 chemical symbols. Just remember Wonder Woman. Just like in my other video, you remember Batman, Superman, and all these other things. Same way. Okay, so Wonder Woman has 7 chemical symbols, and there you go. All right. I'm gonna let you go now. Remember capital M. Remember capital W is for tungsten on the shield of a Wonder Woman's holding. All right, come to you from the sea where I live. Over and out. Have a good day. Bye-bye.